All right, we're now recording. Good morning again, everybody, and welcome to Math 151, Ordinary Differential Equations. At ito na naman, talagang hindi ko nauubos yung mga typo. Sorry, di pa pala to dapat yung slide ko. May edit ko pa siya, yay. So this is Math 151 again, Ordinary Differential Equations for the first semester of 22 to 23. So I'm Neil Jerome Migargin and I'm going to be your lecturer for this course. So tingnan natin for today, ano ba yung laman ng course, ano yung outline, ano yung objectives, and then what are the assessment pagplanuhan, all right? And then ano pa yung mga ibang requirements and how we can go along the semester, specifically talking about class policies and the likes, ano? So I hope you guys have a copy of the course guide. Medyo inedit ko lang siya a few minutes ago kasi pinromote ko yung sarili ko. So inedit ko yung rank ko sa dulo. Kinopy-paste ko kasi nakalimutan kong baguhin. Pero again, welcome to 151, Ordinary Differential Equation. You see here the course description. So basically, sa buong course, titingin tayo sa mga ordinary differential equations. Ano nga bang ODEs? Sila yung mga equations na may derivative sa kanila. For instance, a very quick example is a dy over dx equals cosine x. Of course, hindi ganyan kasimple yung mga isosolve natin all throughout the semester because tatandaan niyo ba kung anong tawag sa ganitong differential equations? I think you encountered it in math 36 or 37. Anong tawag sa ganitong equation? Tandaan niyo pa ba? Anong klaseng ODE ito? Nagpapa-bonus nga pala ako sa recitation. Ano? So, simulan natin ngayon. So, anyone? Tandaan niyo kung anong tawag dito? Starts with the letter S. Sige, you can use the chat box or you can unmute yourself. Or talagang wala pa tayo sa ACAD mode ngayong first day. Anong tawag dito? Starting with the letter S, anong klaseng differential equation to? Hindi nyo natanda? Come on guys, letter S. Oh, sayang yung bonus points. This is called the separable differential equation kasi kaya nating i-separate yung mga may variable na y dun sa mga may variable na x. So, pero na-discuss nyo to sa Math 36 or 37, tama ba? I hope you did. Nakalimutan nyo lang, sana. Hello guys, are you still there? Okay, finally, nag-react din kayo. Thank you, Keith, and hindi ko nakita kung sino yung isa pa nag-thumbs up. Pero yeah, so this is separable differential equation. Pwede mong i-separate yung y and x, and we have a method how to solve separable differential equations. So, sa buong SEM, ito yung titingnan natin. Ano yung paano mag-solve ng different classes of differential equations. Kasi kapag ka hindi na separable ang differential equation, hindi na mag-work yung method na na-discuss nyo sa lower math. Ano? So, and then, habang nagiging komplikado yung differential equation, nagiging mas komplikado rin yung solution technique. Minsan, hindi na natin siya kayang isolve by hand, so we will be using numerical methods on how to solve them. Although numerical methods will be discussed more in Math 175, pero siguro papahapiawan ko na ng kaunti in this course. Now, one key difference of solving differential equations from the usual equations that you have met in elementary algebra ay hindi tayo naghahanap ng isang number o isa lamang set of numbers that will satisfy the equation. The solution to a differential equation is actually another function, a function y that satisfies this equation. Ano yung mga function y na pag kinuha ko yung derivative, so makukuha si dy over dx equal siya kay cosine x. Right? So ang hinahanap natin ay hindi lamang mga numbers, hindi lamang set of numbers. So yung itsura ng solution set niya kakaiba dun sa solution set mula sa algebra or sa trigo. Right? Kasi dito mga functions yung elements ng solution set natin. So for instance, for this particular separable differential equation, can you give me a solution y? So ano yung posibleng value dito ng function y? Anyone? dy over dx equals cosine x. Ano yung solution yan? Oh guys, don't be shy. Wala namang bayad yung pagtatry. Wala namang deduction kung wrong answer. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Crysel says negative sin x. Let's see. JR said negative sin x then. So basically, ang tanong dito ay, pati ako nalito dun sa sagot nila. Alright, ang tanong dito ay, sino yung function y na pag kinuha natin yung derivative ay equal kay cosine x? So I guess the right answer is medyo Crysel and Raf. Kailangan yung i-adjust yung answer. Tama ba? Negative sin x. They are saying negative sin x, but I think it's sin x lamang. Tama ba? Ayan tuloy. Nilito ako ni Crysel at saka ni Raf. Yeah, Syra is saying sin x. Yeah, because when you take, para ma-check kung tama yung solution nyo, kunin nyo yung derivative nito. Kunin nyo yung dy over dx. So, ang dy over dx nito ay equal kay cosine x. So, dahil na-satisfy the y equals sin x, yung differential equation na binigay, then sin x is a solution to this separable differential equation. Now, paano to na-solve? Pwedeng intuitive lang kasi simple yung differential equation, ano? Kasi dy over dx equals cosine x. Sino lamang yung function y na ang derivative ay si cosine x. Alright? Or, kung isosolve mo to, yung techniques sa separable differential equations, kailangan lang nating i-separate yung variables muna. So, we'll multiply both sides by the quantity dx. So, this will be dy equals cosine x dx. Then, we integrate both sides para mawala si dy. Kasi ang integral ng dy ay y plus some arbitrary constant lamang. Pero isasama ko na siya mamaya dun sa arbitrary constant dun sa right-hand side. Integral ng cosine ay sin x plus the arbitrary constant c representing the arbitrary constant here plus the arbitrary constant over here. So in general, yeah, hindi lang pala sin x. I can add any constant to it. So I'll have a family of solutions. In fact, it's an infinite family of solutions, yung solution dito sa equation na to. Because there are infinitely many functions of the form sin x plus any constant that satisfies this differential equation. So sa buong SEM, ito yung gagawin natin. Maghanap tayo ng methods. Pag-aaralan natin paano mag-solve ng mga differential equations. Several classes of differential equations, how to interpret their results, and ano yung mga implications ng mga results nila in real-world problems. And differential equations are very important because you can think of it, remember, derivatives are the instantaneous rate of change. So ibig sabihin, pag ang isang quantity nagbabago, say through time or through space, ang model niya lagi ay differential equation. That's why population dynamics model, finance models, all right, economics models, epidemiological models, even models of sound, wave propagation, anything in the world that changes through time or through space can be modeled using differential equations, or in general, kasama pati yung partial differential equations. So, very important talaga ang ordinary differential equations kasi sila yung nagiging model para sa mga bagay na nag-change with respect to some variables. And we all know that the only constant thing in the world is change. So almost everything lagi kailangan mo ng derivatives para makakuha ng meaningful model para sa natural and physical phenomena. That's why this is very important. Mapa-applied math ka, mapa-pure math ka, because in one form or another, you will bump into differential equations when you do your research. All right? So yun yung goal ng buong course. Specifically, ito yung mga outcomes na kailangan nating makuha as we go along. Number one, to give an account of the basic concepts and definitions for differential equations. So ito yung lalamanin ng unang chapter ng course. Second is understand the concepts of initial value problem and solution, both analytically and geometrically. So this will be embedded all throughout the course. I-analyze natin sila isa-isa. And then ito na yung medyo mabigat. We will study different methods para sa mga iba't ibang klase ng differential equations. Kasi kapag meron ka ang walang one size fit all na method to solve differential equations. So may mga methods na nag-work lamang say for exact differential equations. May mga methods na nag-work lamang para sa separable differential equations. Method na nagpo-function lamang for homogeneous ordinary differential equations. So titingnan natin sila isa-isa. So medyo malaki yung trabaho natin dito because we'll not just be solving differential equations, but before we are able to solve them, we need to analyze the given problem first. Tingnan natin ano yung forma ng given differential equation, tapos saka pa lang tayo magde-decide ano yung solution scheme na pwede nating i-implement for that particular problem. And then we will not stop there. We will try to contextualize the solution that we got in terms of the practical scenario it is designed for, or titingnan natin yung convergence, ano yung properties ng solution, kung stable man yan or hindi. All right? So those are the things that we'll be looking at. Medyo pack nga yung course, pero yun. Then another method na titingnan natin ay paggamit ng Laplace transforms to solve ordinary differential equations, specifically for higher order differential equations. Kasi hindi lamang laging first derivative yung nakikita natin sa mga ODEs. Pwede ring may second derivative. For instance, I can just say what is the function y such that its second derivative is equal to cosine x. So pagka higher order derivatives yung usapan, mas komplikado yung solution scheme. All right? And minsan, mas okay na i-reduce natin yung order ng differential equation from second order, ibaba natin to first order para magamit natin yung mga techniques na na-discuss na natin para dun sa mga lower order differential equations, right? And one such method is the method of Laplace transforms, which is very popular in the engineering sciences. Kaya nga minsan sinasabi na mas magaling yung mga nag-aaral ng engineering sa pagda-Laplace transform kaysa sa ating mga math majors, alright? Kasi sila yung laging gumagamit ng Laplace transforms pag-solve ng mga differential equations, say sa electrical engineering or I don't know, sa civil and mechanical engineering meron. Pero for sure sa EE, marami silang Laplace transforms na ginagamit. So we'll also look at them. Tapos dapat mas magaling tayo sa kanila paggamit ng Laplace transforms because Laplace transforms are very powerful tools in solving not only ODEs pero system of ODEs na rin. And then we will also solve systems of differential equations using linear algebra. Gagamitan pa rin natin dito yung Laplace transforms. Okay? So yeah, that's the menu for the entire semester. I'll try to walk you through all of these 5 outcomes, ano? At i-guarantee natin yung pag-attain nito mga learning outcomes na to by dividing the course into several chapters. How many do we have? We have 5, all right? So isa-isahin natin yan. So next week we'll finish chapter 1. So sisimulan na natin siya kagad chapter 1. And then week after next we'll start with the methods itself. Makikita nyo ayan. Merong at least 10 klase ng methods tayong i-discuss. Medyo maraming sauluhin. Pero yeah, hopefully we get the appreciation of each of the methods para mag-come up siya naturally. Okay? And then linear differential equations, Laplace transforms, and then systems of ODs. Medyo marami talagang topics, alright? Pero yeah, let's see how we go, how we can cope with this volume of information all throughout the course. Pero how do we deliver the course? Well, we still are, sorry, hold on guys. All right, I'm back. So model 1 yung gagamitin natin for the course. So basically we'll be meeting online via Teams. And pero yung assessment natin, meron tayong face-to-face assessment. Ano? So, but for classes and discussions, we'll be using this MS Teams platform. So familiarize yourselves with it. We'll be using it all throughout the semester. And then if you want to do face-to-face consultations, just let me know, lalo na kung nasa LB lang naman kayo and you want to have a more personal interaction, just let me know in advance. We can set up something, all right? And then deadlines and submissions, aside from the exams, all of them will be done online. All right. And then, okay. And then ito yung mga course sites and other learning applications that you should have. Of course, our LMS is Canvas. So since nandito na kayo, malamang nakapag-enroll na kayo sa Canvas. I think I sent the invitation Sunday night. So hopefully na-accept nyo na siya. Else, you can use this link to self-enroll yourselves to the course. Pero mukhang di nyo na yung kailangan kasi na-invite ko na nga kayo. And then for synchronous classes, we'll be using MS Teams. Meron pa bang guest dito? Let me see. I think lahat naman kayo, hindi. Yeah, meron pang guest pala, si Mark. So try to be a part of the team para magamit nyo lahat ng features ni MS Teams, ano? And mas okay na ma-download nyo rin yung online saka desktop app kasi makakatipid sa data. Mas madaling gamitin yung MS Teams if you have the app rather than using a browser to use MS Teams. So you can download it on your mobile phones, your tablets, or your laptops. And the only catch is that you need an outlook.up.edu.ph account para makapag-log in or maging member ng Math 151C na team kay MS Teams. So to request for Outlook credential, kailangan yung puntahan tong website na to. Tapos mag-request kayo ng Office 365 subscription. All right? So UPITC will give you an outlook ano nga ba yan? At outlook.up.edu.ph credentials, login credentials. Yun yung gagamitin nyo para makapag-install ng Microsoft Office using the UP license, kasama na ron yung MS Teams. So Outlook account yung gagamitin nyo para makapag-sign in kay Teams, para ma-enjoy nyo yung lahat ng functionality ni MS Teams. Joining the chats, accessing the recordings right away, because right after the class, pagkababa ko nung call, mag-start ng mag-record or i-process ni Teams yung video ng klase, then it will appear as a comment on the discussion thread. So pagka siguro 2 minutes after the class, pwede nyo na kagad siyang balikan. You don't have to wait for me to upload it in YouTube or share the link with you via Canvas. Though gagawin ko rin naman siya, pero kung gusto nyo agad-agad, punta kayo kay MS Teams. So once you have your login credentials, log in kay Teams, and then search for the team, for the Math 151C team using this code. All right? Tapos, isa sa gagawin ko this sem na medyo kakaiba dun sa ibang pag-handle ng course, I'll try to incorporate computational tools or computer programs para mag-solve ng ODEs. Kasi sayang, nandiyan na yung technology. Bakit hindi natin gagamitin? Of course, pag prepare niya sa exam, pen and paper yung exam, so you need to be adept with the solution schemes and do them by hand. Pero sometimes we need to have the aid of computers, or it's nice to have the aid of computers to help us solve differential equations. So medyo gagawin ko yan for this class, and I recommend that we use MATLAB para sa mga computing exercises. So sige, hindi ko kayo imi-meet sa Friday, so try to process everything. Try to download all the applications that we need. Mag-review ng mga preliminary topics, tapusin yung reg sa Friday. Again, please use 10 to 11:30 setting up your MATLAB, setting up your MS Teams, or exploring Canvas. So to get MATLAB is a programming language. It's a very powerful tool. The nice thing is libre siya. Actually, hindi siya libre. Mahal actually ang license ng MATLAB. Pero para sa ating mga taga-UP, we are given we are given a license by the UP subscription. So punta lang kayo sa website na to. All right. And then create an account using your UP email. So UP email lang yung kailangan nyo dito. So download it. I think there's a question here. Jerome, may question ka?
Sir, can you hear me?
Yep. Yes.
Hello? Okay. I'm just having issues following because I'm doing it on browser and I'm having a difficult time with MS Teams. I can't even see what you're showing because it's just showing me a grid with all of your profiles. I don't
Okay.
even.
Yeah. Sometimes may glitch ng ganyan si Teams. So hold on. Let me reshare my screen, ano? So kanina pa siya. Sana sinabi mo, Jerome, ng mas maaga para na-restart ko, ano? Pero anyway, next time, if you didn't see anything on the screen, just let me know. Kasi minsan, may ganyan talagang sakit si Teams. Hindi ko alam kung bakit hanggang ngayon ganyan pa rin. Minsan hindi nag-appear yung share screen to certain participants. Alam ko dati pagka nauna ako mag-share ng screen, hindi nakikita nung mga nag-attend after nung klase. I don't know kung ganun pa rin ngayon. Pero Jerome, can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can. Just a general question. I think I don't know if you've addressed this before because I keep having to reconnect because he keeps doing this. But why not? But why do we not use any other methods? Like a lot of my past classes, even on online medium, used Zoom instead of MS Teams.
Yeah. Problema ko sa Zoom ay hindi kinakaya ng internet ko. So I'll be disconnected whenever I use Zoom. So kahit sa online meetings, pag ako'y nagpapa-meeting, I rarely use Zoom kasi hindi siya kinakaya nung bandwidth ko sa bahay. All right. So yeah, sorry about that, but yeah, you'll just need to bear with me and then use MS Teams. So yun. And then another thing is that I find the recording in MS Teams easier to access than Zoom. All right. Saka yung attendance, checking ng attendance, mas madali kay Zoom. So actually, I prefer Zoom. I prefer Teams more than Zoom. So yeah, kaya nag-stick ako dito sa Teams. Right? So yeah, going back, so try to access MATLAB on Friday. Try to download it. Kasi every now and then, I'll jump to MATLAB. Tapos tuturo ko sa inyo paano magpa-solve kay MATLAB ng differential equations para meron din kayong pan-check. I can give you a lot of exercises, pero you'll need to check your own work. Pwede kayo mag-solve, pen and paper, and then para makuha yung solution or i-compare yung solution na nakuha nyo by hand with the actual solution, you can ask MATLAB to do the symbolic calculations for you. All right? And then there could be some application problems that are very tedious to answer or to solve. Using pen and paper, siguro kakailanganin natin ng MATLAB to solve them. So yeah, try to download MATLAB. If you're not familiar with MATLAB, I shared in our Canvas website a tutorial guide to MATLAB. So it's a PDF file. Hindi siya gumagana kahapon kasi late ko lang na-realize na nakalink pala siya dun sa Math 174 file. So kung hindi kayo member ng Canvas ng 174, you cannot access the MATLAB.pdf or MATLAB guide.pdf in our homepage. Pero na-fix ko na siya. So you can go now in Canvas, try to download that file, and then try to familiarize yourselves with MATLAB. All right? So I'll walk you through the use of MATLAB naman as we go along kasi hindi naman siya prereq sa klase. So I'll introduce it to you as we go along. All right? And then course materials, there would be weekly study guides that will be uploaded via Canvas, but most of the materials will be delivered online synchronously. So magdi-discuss ako sa klase. Pero I just realized na siguro kailangan ko rin palang i-upload yung handout ng slides na gagamitin ko. So probably I'll do it in, ano bang gusto nyo? I-upload ko siya in advance or after na lang natin siyang ma-annotate? Or both? Ano kaya mas okay? Kasi ready na yung mga materials, is-save ko na lang sila as PDF and then I can upload it in Canvas or probably on top of the slides. So baka mas okay na with my annotations na lang after. Or we do the annotations side by side. What do you think? Right, maybe I'll do let's do the annotation na lang side by side. Ano? So i-upload ko siya before the class. Tapos magsusulat ako. Tapos sabay na lang natin sabay tayo magsusulat. Ano? Para rin may ginagawa kayo habang nakikinig. Pero pag-isipan ko yung suggestion ni Kircel na both. Ano? So, pero maganda kasi nagsusulat din kayo because the more senses daw that you involve in the learning process, the better the retention is. So para hindi lang kayo nakikinig, hindi lang kayo nanonood, gumagana yung sense of touch nyo habang tayo ay nagkaklase. Ano? So I think that would be better. But let's see as we go along. Ano? Especially yung mga solution, although I think dun sa slides, I'll just borrow the slides used in the previous semesters. Nandun na sa PowerPoint yung mga solutions, but I would like to do solutions by hand. Ano? So baka hindi ko gamitin yung buong PowerPoint. So yung mga solutions, gagawin ko siya by hand. And then we'll switch to MATLAB para magpa-graph or para ma-analyze natin yung mga solutions. Ano? So that's what we will do. And then you can also access some supplementary materials that would be helpful, especially if you want to try some exercises. So ito ay mga open source material, and download them from the net. So download yun na siya. I particularly like itong kay Paul Dawkins na material. So maraming exercises diyan. Marami din siyang solved exercises, and I like how Paul discuss the solutions. Maganda yung pagkakasulat niya. So it would be a nice supplement to what we'll be doing on class. Kasi sa klase, hindi naman ako makapag-discuss ng sobrang daming examples. The goal in the lecture is to introduce to you a topic or a particular method to solve an ODE and yung basics niya. And then you explore on your own ano yung gagawin for certain cases. All right? So use this particular materials. And these are some other possible additional readings. Pero ito ay may mga bayad na ano. I'm not sure kung merong mga online copies na available via the library. So hindi ko alam kung may subscription tayo sa mga books nito. Pero try, ano. Hindi ko lang ma-access yung Open Athens account ko associated with the UP library. So hindi ko ma-check kung available to online. But please do so, ano. Kasi sayang yung mga resources na available sa atin sa university. Okay? So, yeah, I think those are the materials that we can use. And then here's the study schedule. So if you downloaded the course guide early, right after I invited you to the group, so medyo inedit ko tong timetable because I forgot to edit yung course requirement. Kasi before problem sets yung na-require ng 151 last year. But this semester we'll have homeworks and exams and tama ba? And a final project. Wala tayong problem sets. So weekly we will have quick homeworks, maybe a 1 item or 2 item homework that could be done in less than an hour. So para lang may output tayo every week, this would be your formative assessment. Also in preparation for the exams, which would be face-to-face. All right. So may face-to-face component tayo, pero twice lang naman yon sa SEM or at most thrice sa SEM. So andito yung particular topics per week. We'll have the reading break. And then right after the reading break, you need to go to the campus to take the midterm exam. It will happen in week number 9, 31st and November 4th. So, pina-finalize pa namin, naghahanap pa kami ng room kung saan tayo pwedeng mag-exam. Pero for sure, it would be between October 31st and November 4th. Sasabihin ko within the month kung kailan yung mismong exam. Alright? Para makapagplano kayo ng maaga at makapag-arrange ng pagpunta sa campus. Alright? Sino ba dito yung puro M1 at saka ano ba yung online assessment lang? Yung hindi nag-stay sa campus. Can I see a show of hands? Okay, so meron si Kiefer. How about the others? Ayan, medyo marami pala. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. All right. Pero unfortunately, it was a committee decision, so I cannot just unilaterally change it. So I need to consult with the other members of the committee. Pero I think it is reflected in system in size when you enrolled. So you need to comply with this face-to-face requirement. Okay. So yon. Try to make arrangements. I'll let you know as soon as I get the date para dun sa week 9 exam. It's right after the reading break. And then there's another face-to-face exam that is required for everybody. That's on week 15, December 12th to 16th. And again, I'll inform you as soon as I get the date so you can again make appropriate arrangements. Keith, do you have a question? Or nakalimutan lang ibaba? Okay, yeah, no, okay. So now let's see. Yes, so that would be your exams. Pero otherwise, homeworks lang naman yung gagawin natin and then final project. The final project would be submitted online din naman. More about the final project later probably. So yeah. Okay. Ito yung course requirements, paano ko computein yung grade. So face-to-face exams, 60%. So tig 30% yung midterm saka pre-5. Right? So kaya kailangan nyo talagang magplano ng maaga para ma-ensure na matitake nyo yung exams na face-to-face kasi 30% bawat isa sa kanila. The weekly homeworks will be about 20%. And then the rest ay manggagaling sa final project. Yung final project ay ano lang siya, application ng differential equations to a particular area. Pero pinag-iisipan ko pa kung kayo yung pag-iisipin ko ng final project or ako na lang yung magbibigay ng final project topic for you. I guess the latter is the more feasible option. So I'll give you a certain differential equation and then you can work on it probably as a group, all right? I-group na lang siguro natin 2 or 3 members per group. So ngayon pa lang mangontrata na kayo ng classmate nyo, pili na kayo. You can form groups of 2 or 3 persons in the group. Tapos tatanungin ko kayo siguro during sometime during the mid-semester, kung sino yung magkaka-group. Para yung mga wala pang ka-group ay maihanap ko rin ng mga ka-group. Alright? Para hindi ganun kabigat yung final project. Kasi sayang naman, 20% din yan ng ating final, ng inyong final grade. Alright? Now, ito yung grading. So, kukompute namin yung grade nyo based on this scale, 60, 20, 20. And then, of course, the goal is to get 60 and higher, all right, or 60 or higher. So that would be your final grade. But in case your grade will fall between 50 and 59, kasi wala na ngayong no-fail policy. So if your computed grade, itong 60, 20, 20, upon computation, you get something between 50 and 59, then you will be required to take the final exam. So we will not give you a synchro right away. We'll give you another chance. And that chance is the final exam, which will result. So wala na tayong 4. So kung 50 to 59 ka, you have one chance. Study well for the final, which will happen first week of January. So paghandaan nyo siya kasi siya mag-determine pass or fail lang talaga yung final exam. So it's better really to work hard within the semester para hindi nyo na kailangang isipin pa yung final exam. All right? Nag-round up naman ako. So kung ang grade nyo ay halimbawa 59.00001, gagawin ko na yung 60. So exempted na kayo. So wag lang kayong wag lang kayong kukuha ng flat 59 or below. All right? If your grade is below 50, sorry, but I don't have any choice. To be fair with those who got 50 to 59, I have to give you a synchro right away. Okay? Departmental Policy, tatlo kami nagtuturo ng 151. So it's hard for me to change this rule. It's a committee policy. So yeah, we will stick to this. All right? So I hope of the class. And then dun sa mga outputs, specifically sa homeworks, we'll do it week by week. So meron specific deadline na ibibigay. You'll do the submission via Canvas. Magclo-close yung submission bin kay Canvas at the deadline or on the deadline. Kung na-miss nyo yung deadline, isi-zero ko na kayo dun sa missed exercise. But if you have a good excuse or a good reason why you missed the deadline, just send me an email. Explain nyo lang ano yung circumstance, bakit hindi kayo nakapagpasa agad, or bakit hindi kayo nakapagpasa agad. If you already have the work, then attach nyo na kagad dun sa email. Kung di nyo pa siya tapos, gusto nyo lang sabihin na, sir, madidelay ako magpasa, sabihin nyo lang dun sa email. Alright? So give me a reason, a good enough reason for me to allow late submission. Alright? But of course, it's better to do it before the deadline, ano? Kasi kayo rin yung matatambakan later pag super dumami na. Pero kung hindi talaga maiiwasan, just let me know. All right? And please do so at most a week after the deadline. Kasi after a week, siguro medyo magiging mahigpit na ako talaga dun sa mga late submission. Pag lumampas na ng 1 week yung pagiging late. All right? But there's still a chance that I'll accept kung super late na basta yung reason ay mabigat. All right? The longer you wait to tell me, the larger the burden of an excuse yung papasok sa inyo. Ano? So it would be easier to inform me right away. Okay? Now, I think that's it. So, yeah. Mali yung rank ko dito. So, kinapi-paste ko kasi yan. All right. Any questions? Concerns? Reklamo? Violent reaction? May question si Crizel kung pwedeng i-print yung mga materials. Yung materials na pinasa sa akin na Crizel ay PowerPoint slides. So siguro pwede ko siyang i-save na handout. Siguro para hindi masyadong maliit. Save ko siya sa PDF na 4 slides per page para hindi siya masyadong magastos i-print. Pero siguro i-upload ko rin yung buong PowerPoint slide. 1 slide per page para kung malaki kayo mag-notes, magagawa nyo rin siya. Alright? Pero usually PowerPoint yung given na material sa akin dito, right? Yeah, minana ko lang yung slides and I might not actually I won't have time to write everything from scratch because number one, I don't need to existing na yung materials. So yun na lang din yung gagamitin ko. Unlike yung ibang courses na talagang sinulat ko from scratch yung modules, ano, na nakatipong parang book siya, which is ideal for printing. Pero this time, yeah, I'll try to do my best to make it more suited for printing, ano. So siguro 4 page per slide o kaya kung gusto niyo naman na 1 page per slide or 1 slide per page. So i-share ko rin yun sa inyo. All right? Okay, other concerns, questions? Ito pala, so once we're doing the discussion, so medyo dun pala sa study guides, ano, nakalagay ay panoorin yung video for that particular week kasi this set of materials, this course pack was written during the height of the pandemic na hindi ina-expect yung mga estudyante to be online. So kaya ang ginawa nila, ni-record na nila, meron silang mga video recordings nung actual classes, ano. So nakalagay sa study guide, watch the video for this week. But never mind that, instead of watching the videos, just go to this class, to this online meeting, and then I'll discuss everything, ano? So hindi lang natin papanoorin yung mga videos, I'll do the discussion live. So we'll mimic what is happening inside the classroom, and as such, I would like you to be as participative as possible. So if you find something not clear, kung may question or kung may mali akong ginawa, call my attention right away. Raise your hand, or better yet, just unmute yourself, make your presence felt. Sabihin nyo yung comment nyo or yung question nyo. Use the chat box, ano? Don't hesitate to ask questions. There are no dumb questions for me, no stupid questions for me. Kung di nyo talaga naintindihan yung isang particular topic, just let me know. Siguro sa first time, pwede kong ulitin lahat. Ano, that's fine with me. Just let me know. Ano? So gusto ko kasi talagang makita na natutunan nyo yung isang particular topic. And then yeah, there are no dumb questions for me. Sabi ko nga sa mga estudyante ko, it's better to look like than to become one for a lifetime. So kung meron kang question ngayon na feeling mo ay too dumb or too stupid, just ask them anyway. I will not judge you. And I hope your classmates will not judge you as well. Malay nyo, yun din yung question them. So it's better to ask para ma-clarify kagad right there and then because math is a very sequential subject. So yung topic ngayon, kailangan niyo yan sa susunod na topic. Yung step ngayon, kailangan niyo sa susunod na step. So it's nice to understand the first parts of the chain bago tayo pumunta dun sa latter parts. Kasi yun nga, pagka na-miss nyo yung isang topic, mahirapan na kayo dun sa mga susunod na topic. So, kung may question kagad, tanong nyo na lang. Alright? Tanong nyo kagad. And that's one of the nice features of doing a live session. Kasi otherwise, ipapapanood ko na lang sa inyo yung videos, tapos mag-exam na lang tayo. Ano? But I want to have a live interaction with you guys. There's a question in the chat, yung mga homeworks ay async ba? Mga ilang hours or days po before the deadline and when possible posting ng homeworks? Nice question, Crisel. I forgot to mention that. Siguro ganito na lang. Ano ang klase natin? WF, ano? Siguro every Friday, 12 noon, i-upload ko yung homework. Right? Yung homework naman, I'll see to it that it's doable for 1 hour. Alright? So, i-upload ko siya ng Friday noon. And then design siya for 1 hour or less of work. And then the deadline would be kailan ang gusto nyong deadline. Friday ko siya ibibigay. They want Monday right before midnight. Monday 11:59. Okay lang ba 'yon? Okay, dalawa. Ayan, mga nag-thumbs up na sila. Alright, so gano'n na lang. Gusto ko sanang magawa na siya ng Monday. Kasi Monday yung free kayo ano kasi unless meron kayong mga labs sa Monday. Pero I think that's the freest day for most students. Tapos sa Tuesday naman marami na na kasi alam ko yung pagka Tuesday ko pa siya pina-deadline, Tuesday niyo pa yan gagawin. So, parang lahat naman tayo merong crammer side, cramming side. So, parang hindi na maabala yung Tuesday niyo na marami na kayong klase. So, 11:59 p.m. ng Monday, yung deadline. Para rin, ready na siya, machikan ko na siya hopefully ng Tuesday. Tapos, pagdating natin sa Wednesday, madidiscuss ko yung mga common mistakes. O madidiscuss ko yung solution dun sa homework. Ano? So dahil ganun yung mangyayari, i-discuss ko yung common mistakes o yung solution to the homework. Kung meron kayong valid reason why you missed the deadline, tas magpapasa kayo after the Wednesday class, iba na yung problem para sa inyo. Or malamang babaguhin ko na yung problem. Kasi i-discuss ko na yung solution during that particular Wednesday. Ano? So kailangan kong baguhin ng konti yung problem. And it will be a little more difficult because you have the luxury of seeing the solution to dun sa previous problem, ano? So try to meet the deadline na lang. So yun yung moral ng story. Okay? So I hope that answers your question, Crizel. Other questions? Ano pa ba? Ano pa ba ang pwedeng maging issue or concern? Yung iba, kumusta naman dyan? Nasabi ko ba na ano? Well, pwede na daw kami mag-check or mag-require ng attendance. Pero I understand that the online setup might not be very may not be very consistent for everybody. So there could be times na walang internet sa lugar nyo or sa dorm, medyo choppy yung internet connection. So I won't require 80% ng attendance na lang. Pero highly encouraged na mag-attend ng meetings. Because what I'll do is magbibigay ako ng pop-up quizzes during the live sessions, all right? It could be a multiple choice problem that will pop up every now and then sa buong lecture, all right? Or recitation points for those who would answer my questions via chat katulad kanina, si Crisel, si Raf, si Zaira, saka si Crisel. Meron na sila, meron na ba si Crisel? Yeah, meron na rin si Crisel. So, yeah, meron na silang recitation points for today for participating via chat. So, yon. You can earn bonuses, small bonuses when you attend the sessions, ano? So, saka yung interaction, sayang kasi. So, I'll incentivize those who can attend online. Pero you will not be penalized for not being present online. Pero hindi nyo makukuha yung bonuses. All right? So, pero hindi naman siya penalty kasi optional lang naman yung pag-collect ng bonuses. I think Victor has a question. Yes, Victor, go ahead.
Sir, I think nag-glitch yata ang aking MS Teams. Hindi ko makikita ang chat if may nag-chat man if ever.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, babasahin ko naman yung questions sa chat if ever. Pero hopefully next time ma-solve siya, Victor. I see hindi ka naman guest, no? So dapat nakikita mo yung chat. So just maybe it's a glitch. So, yeah. Okay. Other questions? So wala na? All right, so reminder lang, we will not meet on Friday. Do all your registration matters then, preparation for the courses, downloading MATLAB, downloading Teams, familiarizing yourselves with Canvas, and all those preliminary stuff so that next week ready na tayo to face Math 151 head on. Ano? Simulan na natin yung chapter 1 sa Wednesday. So, ibig sabihin, sa Friday next week, nandun na yung first quiz. Oh, by the way, meron na pala first homework. Meron na pala tayong homework for this week, ano? So, if you check Canvas, so nandun na yata siya. Hold on. Tingnan ko yung Canvas ko. Oops, sorry. Oops. Layo nung Canvas ko. Hindi ko na makita si Canvas sa tablet ko. Pero yeah, I think we have homework 0 na kay Canvas. So it's just you need to download the consent and declaration form. So checkan nyo lang yung boxes doon. Tapos sign it and then upload it kay Canvas. So submit it before the deadline. I think the deadline I put there is when? Tandaan nyo ba guys? I think September 12 yung deadline. Tama ba? September 12, 11:59 p.m. So please submit the consent and declaration form. So wala pa naman masyadong isipan doon, babasahin niyo lang naman yung yung mga nakasulat doon and plus itong orientation na ginawa natin today. So that is just for me to get your consent say to upload the recording, to record the classes, academic honesty or academic integrity statement para hindi nyo na every now and then isusulat yung declaration na yon. So isa na lamang blanket declaration all throughout the semester. And sayang naman, it's a 5-point bonus. So sagutan nyo na siya, right? Pandagdag din yun ng points. Ano? Kasi kailangan natin mag-ipon ng maraming points. Sulitin natin yung 40% na homework at saka final project. Kasi medyo mabigat yung face-to-face exam. Ano? Actually, pinag-iisipan ko nga to kung masyado ba malaki yung 60%. Kasi imagine, isang upuan, isang exam, nakadepende yung 30% ng inyong final grade. Ano? So, and then, hindi natin masasabi. You might be prepared, pero hindi natin masasabi yung mindset natin on that particular day. Pero I think we don't have any choice. So, just a fail-safe. Try to maximize the 40% na manggagaling dun sa homework sa final project. Ano? But of course, I hope you do well also on the face-to-face exams. All right. So yon, no meeting on Friday, but make sure to download everything, familiarize yourselves with the LMS, download and submit the consent and declaration form, and then we'll meet again on Wednesday. All right. So thank you for coming today, and then we'll see each other again on Wednesday. Bye, everyone. Okay, may questions si Zaira. Pahabol. Sabi ni Zaira, may room assignment po kasi sa 151 sa SAIS. Pwede po bang pumunta doon sa time po natin or hindi pa po allowed pumunta sa math building? Dahil M1 yung nakadeclare sa atin, so hindi kayo ine-expect na magpunta ng math building. At dahil hindi official yung klase na nandun sa classroom na inassign, ay mukhang hindi pa kayo pwedeng tumambay sa math building. Unless kasama yung teacher nyo. Pero kasi model 1 tayo, so hindi kayo, baka sitahin kayo pag nagstay kayo doon during the class hours, all right? But probably that's the room that we'll use for the exam. So watch out for that. May naalala akong sasabihin eh. Kung gusto nyo, nasabi ko naman pala to kanina, kung gusto nyo ng face-to-face consultation, you'll need to let me know in advance para pumunta ako ng LB, ano? And then, I remember one thing. Zaira, anong room yung nakalagay? 203 nga ba yung nakalagay? Or something like that. Meron kasing demolition na magaganap sa math building. So, may malaking part na ng math building yung i-demolish. Nabalitaan lang namin last week. Ano? So, magkakaroon ng construction sa math building. So, magiging maingay sa math building. So, medyo, medyo hindi rin magiging conducive yung environment. Lalo na kung 114A. Sabi ni Zaira, 114A yata yung naka-assign sa atin. I think i-demolish yung part na yun ng math building. So, hindi tayo doon makakapag-klase if ever lumipat tayo sa face-to-face. Ano? Simulan nila yung demolition para doon sa communal classroom saka sa registrar's office. Doon kasi sila ilalagay sa current kinatatayuan ng parts ng math building. So, meron naman daw tayong bagong math building pero hindi ko alam kung kailan tayo makakalipat doon, ano? So, pero sana dahil i-demolish na nila yung lumang math building, sana madaliin nila yung pagtapos at pag-turnover ng bagong math building, ano? Pero yun, anyway, hindi official yung nandun sa size, ano? Kasi we'll be doing Model 1. Siguro naglagay lang ng room doon para dun sa face-to-face assessment. Pero you're not required to go to the math building for Math 151. All right? Other questions? Pahabol? All right, kung wala na, so totoo na to. Bye guys, see you on Wednesday next week. All right? Bye-bye.
Thank you po,
Thank
sir.
you po, sir.
Thank you, sir.